Mason.
Yes.
Drama.
More
drama, Mason.
You're speaking my language.
I know we already had drama, but it's a big week for drama.
Good.
So
This has been mostly drama. This is the big drama episode.
I agree. Samantha, the other thing.
You're going to make fun of your wife.
I'm going to make fun of my wife. That's right.
On another podcast.
So Oppenheimer will be, first of all, Nolan's longest film, and it's also going to be his first R-rated movie since Insomnia.
And his physically longest film and his heaviest film, apparently. People were like, "This the film's going to weigh 600 pounds or whatever." See that?
Just pick it up. Pick it up.
Oh, just pick it up.
Just pick it up, Mason.
Wow.
600 pounds. Come on, that's nothing. Also, it's digital. It's fine. Actually, it's not. I think it's shot on actual
It's
film.
on IMAX, yes.
Yeah. Well, that brings us to this. This is via Puck News.
Okay.
Tom Cruise has been scurrying around
Tom Cruise
Hollywood.
on Puck News.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
He's been scurrying around Hollywood.
Is that the expression they used?
Yeah,
a little rat?
That's not something I said. Complaining to Paramount executives because Mission Impossible...
Are they all in different places?
He's
scuttling around?
He's running through the vents.
Okay. All right. They won't take a meeting with him, so he's...
Mission Impossible 7 has booked most of the IMAX screens for the week of the film's July 12th opening.
Okay.
But then on July 21st, Universal's Oppenheimer comes out, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's going to lock in all the IMAX screens in North America and other territories for a full 3 weeks, which pushes Mission Impossible 7 Part 1 or whatever it is off the screens. And Tom Cruise is not happy about this. He's calling around being like, how can I change this? And his point is, and I think this is valid, is that Mission Impossible will be a bigger box office draw. That might not be true,
right?
But I think that's fair to be like, this has more universal appeal in terms of it's an action franchise that's been going forever and whatever. I don't think Oppenheimer will bomb. It could even do better.
I just got that.
Yeah. I mean, you got it immediately.
Yes.
Or you just laughed. That might not end up being true.
Yeah.
But I see his point. But also, Christopher Nolan left Warner Brothers for Universal.
That's true. Acrimoniously.
That's right, because they pushed all of them.
Acrobatically.
He did a flip out the window.
Big flip.
Because they moved.
I'm going to do a big flip now. I'm going to flip out of here.
Acrimoniously. Because they put all their movies onto streaming in 2021, whatever it was. We talked about it. Yep. Not his, but everybody else's. So he was like, I don't want to be part of this anymore. So he left. And
I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Acrimoniously. And so he flipped out the window. And
I'm going to leap out the window onto the end of this big scarf. Big scarf. An abseil with a big scarf.
So I think that Universal will absolutely not only go into bat for this movie to keep these 3 weeks, but also to keep Nolan happy.
Yeah.
Because if they cave to this, I'm sure there is multiple contract stipulations that he has put in. He's probably the most sought-after director, probably.
Maybe,
one of the top three.
Yeah. And I bet Tom Cruise feels personally betrayed here because remember when Tenet came out and he was like, but the movies.
I invented movies.
But I'm here at a different movie.
Yeah.
And I'm here to support movies, and movies are back. And we were like, Tom, they're not back.
Yeah.
Well, and also, this is a weird movie to announce that movies are back, if we're honest.
Well, that's the thing. Because Tom Cruise has been heralded, and Spielberg, I think, even said this, that he brought back movies after COVID with Top Gun.
Yeah.
And there's absolutely, there's a degree of truth to that.
It's true.
I think it's still recovering. I think we're not where we were in terms of, numbers, and I don't think it's a woke thing or whatever. I think people have been seeing less movies, but we're seeing that kind of ramp up. If they're good.
Yep.
Bad movies cannot do as well.
Interesting thought you have there, James.
Yeah.
This is a tweet I saw that I thought was interesting.
Oh, yeah.
It's from Joe Bro Royko. He said, whoever's in charge of release dates for Paramount needs to find God. Dungeons and Dragons between John Wick and Mario, Transformers between Spider-Verse and Flash, and now Mission Impossible the week before Oppenheimer and Barbie. Terrible at their job.
Yeah.
I think that makes a lot. Because remember when...
Dungeons and Dragons is great.
But they got annihilated.
Yeah.
We were like, everyone was like, this is so much fun, and I think you can take your kids and it'll be a bit of fun. And Dungeons and Dragons is good now, and then Mario came out and just annihilated everything.
Yeah. If that came out in January, that would have had a clean run for a while.
But now it's a failure.
It's a big failure. We'll never see another one.
Yeah. And the same with Rise of the Beast will do okay, but
I mean,
then Flash will come out and again.
Well, that and Spider-Man's doing really well.
Yeah.
And also The Little Mermaid is, in the US at least, is still holding pretty strong.
Yeah.
You know?
But I guess what are they going to do? Not release anything for the rest of the year?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Find God.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's find out if Tom Cruise gets stuck in a vent or he gets his way.
Okay.
Anyway, last bit of news, Mason.
Oh, yes.
Spy Variety. Producer Amy Pascal has said
yes.
that a Spider-Woman and live-action Miles Morales movie are in the works.
Right.
You'll see all of it, she said at the Across the Spider-Verse premiere in Los Angeles. It's all happening. Now, I would say this.
Go on.
Off the back of like these last two Spider-Verse movies, casting Miles Morales and being that character, that's very difficult to do. It absolutely can be done because Spider-Man has been recast like 3 times in the past decade or whatever. But like this is now, I feel like an A-tier character.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is like, that's a big deal to
I saw it compared to, on Twitter, I saw this compared to
First Iron Man?
No, I meant more in character-wise.
Okay.
It was that in the comics, the Barry Allen Flash was replaced by the Wally West Flash, and he became equally as popular as the original, whereas that doesn't happen a lot. But I'm like, I think this has blown it out of the water in terms, like, this is way more. Like, because that's a comic-specific thing. Like, if you said, who's the Flash, to most people, they go, I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you said, who's Spider-Man, they'd go, well, it's Peter Parker or it's Miles Morales. So,
I mean, you look at they both had video games, and I know Miles was the second one, but he was in the first one. The new Spider-Man game, you plays both of them. That is a shared game.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he's like an A-list character now.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Also, producer Avi Arad.
Anyway, that just means Sony's going to make a real hatchet job of it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Their mainline movies have been okay. Venom, Morbius, obviously not as much.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah. Producer Avi Arad teased that moviegoers will see Spider-Man movie sooner than you'd expect. And Amy Pascal has said, are we going to make another movie, as in Spider-Man 4? Of course we are, she said. We're in the process. But the writer's strike, nobody is working during the strike. She says nobody wants to work anymore.
Uh-oh.
I should say that.
Guillotine.
We're all big supporters, and whenever they get themselves together, we'll get started. So there you go. I mean, we already knew that was happening, but it's pretty much a lock at this point. I think all the actors have probably signed contracts at this point, and we move forward.
We move forward.
As one.
It'll be nice when Tom Holland finally looks like an adult, and then we can bring in a Miles Morales as a younger
this week
junior
he
Spider-Man.
turned 27,
Okay.
which was notable because that's the age that Tobey Maguire was in the first Spider-Man movie.
Oh, okay.
So, you know,
all right, okay.
a little boy's growing up, Mason.
Yeah. It's true.
Maybe
we could do the Miles Morales version in a different universe. Maybe we could.
You reckon?
Maybe, I don't know.
Nah.
I mean, he started in a different universe.
but I think I don't know. I mean, we'll talk about it, but like, there's hints in the MCU that he exists.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Anyways,
just before we get started,
yes,
I wanted to say, off air, we had a conversation about the latest Harrison Ford media circus.
Oh yeah,
and people have been asking him stuff like, who'd win in a fight between Han Solo and Harrison Ford or whatever? And he's finally snapped, which I think is. I mean, he snaps all the time.
Yeah.
But I think
he's continuing to snap.
I would ask him, like, who do you think would win in a fight? Your character in 6 Days, 7 Nights, or
Firewall,
or your character in Firewall, whatever his deal was. Do you think 6 Days, 7 Nights could breach the firewall, Harrison?
Oh,
I don't know what that is. I don't know what a firewall is. I've never known, and I'll never learn. Get out of here. Great stuff.
I've actually got 2.5 more minutes.
No, you don't. You got 2.5 more minutes to live.
Yeah, I do love that. We've got at least another couple of weeks of Harrison Ford doing weird interviews.
Yeah.
Because he's also in the era where I don't necessarily think he'll do it, but like Hot Ones eating snacks.
Oh,
like
my God.
throwing basketballs at him while he answers trivia. You know, just like all this.
Well, every once in a while he has a really good interview, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's what people are rolling the dice. And you said you would ask him the annoying questions just to see if he'd blow up. But every once in a while they go, oh my God, and you got a really nuanced answer, or sometimes they'll be like, oh my God, it looks like he's having a fun time with this interview. You think he'd enjoy Hot Ones?
He might.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he'd turn to dust. Like his face would melt. Like in an Indiana Jones movie, Mason.
I think he'd get absolutely greenlit before the show and then he wouldn't react at all. It would be my guess.
That would be pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Just stoic all the way through.
Do you say that Charlize Theron won? Doesn't react at all. Nothing.
No.
Incredible.
Apparently also she turned up, because often people turn up with like handlers and whatever.
Yeah, right.
She turned up on her own and just met them in the car park just with a packet of cigarettes.
Okay.
Fucking love that.
Yeah, that's good. That is good stuff.
All right.
She showed up. She's like, yeah, I ate all the Hot One sauces in the car on the way over. So we just pile them all up and eat them in the one go? Is that how this works?
All right.